Alright guys, welcome back to the Gemini 888 channel, and today I thought we would take a look at my WWE Royal Rumble DVD and videotape collection. I think everyone's pretty pumped up about this event coming up, and I know I'm a big fan of the Royal Rumble match myself. I've seen them all. Royal Rumble's a huge deal, so let's get into, let's do some plugs first. Vincent Flair Facebook, Gemini 888 Twitter, and WWE vs. TNA Facebook, and WrestlingDVDnews.com. Please check out all those websites. So let's get into some Royal Rumble videotapes and DVDs. Thank you. Right, we get started with the first one, and these aren't in any random order, so let's just get to it. Royal Rumble 2004, Philadelphia. Even though they have Cena on the front, Chris Benoit won this one, and Triple H and Shawn Michaels had a match, and it was in Philly. Okay, next up we're looking at Royal Rumble 2008 and MSG. This was John Cena's surprise return, which was an awesome moment, I thought. And then just an overall solid event. So that's Royal Rumble 2008 with Cena's return. Okay, next up is Royal Rumble 2007. And I always thought this was one of the worst and cheapest covers. This was in San Antonio. It came down to the end with Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, and then Undertaker threw out Michaels and went to WrestleMania and won the title from Batista at 23 in Ford Field. And Umaga and John Cena had a great match, but I was at the cover on this was the worst. Okay, the Rumble 2006 when the McMahons took on the Julius Caesar approach. Hi, Steph. Um, and Rey Mysterio won it because Eddie died, and John Cena won the title from Edge. Okay, Royal Rumble 2005. This one took place in Fresno, California, and they took on the West Side Story, theme on the cover of this. Eventually, Batista wound up going on and winning this and winning the title at WrestleMania. Royal Rumble 2003 in Boston. This is the one where Brock Lesnar wound up going over, and Chris Benoit Angle had the match of the night. Okay, we're looking at Royal Rumble 2009, another cheap cover. This one was in Detroit at the Joe, and Randy Orton wound up going over and winning the Royal Rumble, eventually main event in WrestleMania 25 versus Triple H. Okay, next up we're looking at Royal Rumble 2014. This one will probably be the most notorious Royal Rumble of all time. Uh, People so mad that Daniel Bryan wasn't in the Royal Rumble. They were just pissed. Okay, Royal Rumble 2012, and Sheamus wound up going over in this one. Royal Rumble 2013, I remember being pissed off at this one because they gave it to Cena for a second time. I thought they should have gave it to someone else. Unfortunately, they gave it to Cena for a second time. Okay, the Royal Rumble 1989 in Anaheim, California, or 1999 in Anaheim, California. This is when Austin and McMahon were at the peak of their rivalry, and McMahon wound up winning the Royal Rumble. Not my favorite Rumble of all time. I didn't think this one was all that good, although I did like The Rock and Foley. I quit match. All right, WWF Royal Rumble 1992. Obviously, this is a former rental. I must have rented this event 100 times as a kid, and Rumble 92 is probably regarded as the um, biggest Rumble. They're the best Rumble of all time when Ric Flair won. It was an awesome event. It was in Albany, and yeah, Flair won an hour and won the title. Pretty awesome stuff. Okay, we're looking at Royal Rumble 2002, where Triple H threw Kurt Angle out at the end to win the Royal Rumble, eventually going on to WrestleMania 18 versus Jericho and winning the title. Okay, here's another one that some people consider the best Rumble of all times, and that's Royal Rumble 2000 in Madison Square Garden. And The Rock, it comes down to Rock and Big Show at the end, and The Rock winds up winning it and going main event WrestleMania versus Foley versus Big Show versus Triple H in Anaheim that year. Okay, Royal Rumble, Royal Rumble 2001. This was pretty memorable. It was in Louisiana. Where did he really start? Kane dominated in the Rumble, but at the end, Austin wound up winning it. Triple H and Kurt Angle wrestled. Hardy Boys, and I believe it was. Let's see. I guess the Hardy Boys wrestled at 2000. But yeah, Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho had a ladder match. Pretty good stuff. And Trish Stratus looked great, and Drew Carey was on here. Okay, Royal Rumble 1995. This one was in the Sun Dome in Tampa. I believe that's where the Devil Race play now. But anyways, LT and Bam Bam got into it after LT lost the finals of the tag team tournament, and Brett and Diesel had actually a very good wrestling match. A lot of interference and outside stuff, but yeah, Nash and Brett actually had a really good match. All right, I showed you guys a little bit earlier the DVD on this, and I wound up getting the Blu-ray on this in the Walmart bin for like $7.98 years later. That's Royal Rumble 2012, where Sheamus wins Blu-ray. Okay, we're looking at Royal Rumble 2010. This one was in Atlanta, and this is where Edge wound up going over and winning the Royal Rumble at the end in main event WrestleMania in 2010, which was in Phoenix that year, Glendale. Okay, we're looking at Royal Rumble 2011. This is the 40-match Royal Rumble where Del Rio wound up going over. What a terrible cover. It does not make Royal Rumble 2011 stand out at all. It makes it way less than memorable to me. What a confusing cover on it. Okay, this is Royal Rumble 1989 in Houston, the Summit, and you got to be careful when you buy on Amazon because this is the condition it came in for me. That somebody had spilled coffee all over this tape. I can remember renting this a million and a half times when I was a kid. It's Royal Rumble 1989 in the Summit in Houston. Okay, 1998 Royal Rumble in San Jose. I was there for this event, and it was pretty memorable to see all the wrestlers standing in the ring waiting for Austin, before he wound up eventually winning the Royal Rumble. And seeing Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, live is something I'll never forget. Okay, looking at WWF Royal Rumble 1993 in the Arco, Sacramento. I always thought this one had one of the coolest covers on it with Brett and Razor Ramon, and they wound up having a damn good match that day, and that's Royal Rumble 1993. Okay, here's Royal Rumble 1994 in Providence. Lex Luger and Brett tied, and it was Yokozuna and Undertaker in the casket match. It was well, it's better than what they do now, but at the time I was not the biggest fan of this. Okay, we're looking at Royal Rumble Anthology, 1988 through 2007 in complete DVD form. I mean, that for me is awesome because that now means that I own 90, or I own 88, I own 90, 91, let's see, 97, all in Coliseum Video 96, or in DVD form. So now I own them all in DVD form. And the Royal Rumbles I was missing that I didn't show you guys in this was 90, 91, 96, 97, and now I'm cool not having the VHS tape on it, because it's right here on the Royal Rumble Anthology. This is the ultimate tool for your complete Royal Rumble collection. This is just a badass set. Right, guys, well, I just wanted to show you that real quick, all the Royal Rumble VHS tapes and DVDs. Now, like I said, I don't own 90, 91, 96, 97 on Coliseum Video. So it's perfect for me to have that Royal Rumble Anthology because that cancels out me not owning those Coliseum videos. Even though I would like to have them one day, right now, you figure with the Anthology and the WWE Network, it's not priority number one. So anyways, that's going to be my Royal Rumble video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you get a chance, please subscribe to the channel. Gemini, peace out.